So my ex gave me an STD 2 years ago, and I want these diseases to leave.
At this point, you niggas just want a wet hole and a good time. That's it.
I was literally like, mine was literally smelling like, you know, whatever it was smelling like. And I was really...
They say modern women are empowered, but nowadays they are in the clinic blaming everybody but themselves. This video is going to be everything but spiritual empowerment. I can guarantee you that. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely share the videos. Algorithm is counting comments, so go in the comments and definitely let me know what you're thinking so far. Let's get to it.
So my ex gave me an STD 2 years ago, and I feel like a lot of people's first reactions are like, ew, that's disgusting. Like, why are you putting this on the internet, blah. But at the same time, I feel like people should be talking about it more. That way people can learn from it and educate themselves and stuff.
The problem is they've been talking about it for years, but you ladies are still giving it up easier than ever.
Because I don't know, he cheated obviously, and you know, that's literally how I found out when the doctor called me and she was like, oh yeah, you have it, and I was like, oh, okay. So then, like, you know, that's how I knew. But it sucks because a lot of these men will basically sleep around with literally whoever, anything with a hole.
And you ladies are sleeping around just as much. It's actually easier for you to sleep around than it is a man. A man has to make himself valuable to attractive women. So when men start to attract a lot of women, in a lot of cases, they don't know how to handle it. They have to outgrow it. But when it comes to a woman, you sleep around just to get the one up on the next girl, and you use it as power.
And then it comes back to you, and then you're like, oh, I don't know how I got it. And then the man tries to gaslight you. So I don't know, just make sure you are getting checked after every person. Even if you're in a stable relationship and you think your man is the most perfect man in the world, go get checked like every couple months, because you don't know what he is doing.
Let's be honest, ladies. You know if you got a guy that's going to sleep around with the next girl that throws it at him. You just act dumb whenever situations like this start. You know which ones that women don't want, and you know which ones do want. You know if your man is for the streets or not.
At this point, you niggas just want a wet hole and a good time. That's it. A wet hole and a good time. That's all I want.
That's what you assume, because your power is only in the weaker men that keep chasing you. The moment a man gets smart and becomes valuable, he no longer chase the dodo head or any woman at all.
That wet hole and that good time gonna put life up. That one time, all it takes is one time, one stick. HIV, baby, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia. Leave me the fuck out of that shit. I don't even want to risk it. It's too much shit going on out here to still be homing. And when I say I am single, that is not an invite for you to come and be in my DMs, bitch. I said I'm single.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to have that many guys in your DM after making this video, because realistically, it sounds like you already went to go get checked out. You went through one of those situations. Now you're online just subconsciously talking about it.
I didn't say I was looking for a relationship. I didn't say inbox me. Bitch, stay out of my inbox.
Ain't no man coming online and inbox a woman talking about a STD, but some weirdo that never leaves the house. Trust me, if he's inboxing you after this, he's a creep.
Meatball from Baddies talks about how she keeps getting STD.
I got rid of it, and then I wound up doing it again to him. But listen, the only reason why I stopped going to go get checked for like a month is because I was tired of looking embarrassing going to the same city life on Lehigh, bro. Like, they know who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was tired of being embarrassed, bro.
So you stopped going to the clinic because they got used to seeing you. Maybe you should stop and think about the actions that you're taking to constantly be in front of a clinic. That's where you ladies are not waking up at. If the clinic people know you by first name basis, you for the streets.
Bro, he was basically telling me like, Deja, you know where it's coming from. Okay, I do know where it's coming from, but why you keep messing with outsiders, bro? I'm a loyal, faithful person. You keep bringing this shit home to me, bro. I don't do nothing to nobody, bro. I'm faithful, bro. You was bringing it to me, bro, and I wasn't getting checked because I was gonna keep getting put through the same thing.
You the dummy that keeps messing with a dude that's messing with other women, bringing it back to you, and you too embarrassed to go to the clinic. Why don't you just cut him off if you want to be that healthy?
Like, bro, I was literally like, my vagina was literally smelling like, you know, whatever it was smelling like. And I was really thinking, I was really hyped on that shit back on him. So, bro, he don't get checked.
If you watched this far, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know if she sounded dumb talking about she don't get checked out and she down there smelling like a fish oil tank, something like that. It's terrible. He's still hitting it. I don't even want to see the guy. Let me know in the comments. But keep watching because this video only gets worse.
I remember one time I was dating this guy for about a month, and we was like starting to get like intimate or whatever, and so I started asking him like about his health, like if he gets checked and all that stuff, and he got mad at me one time about us having that conversation, and he was like, oh, even if I do have something, like if you like me, it shouldn't matter, and if you don't plan on being with nobody else after me, then even if I do have something, then we could just both have it. It's not like we could keep spreading it because it's just gonna be us two together.
And if you kept messing with him, you are the dummy. And if you here trying to air him out, you only gonna make yourself look like the dummy.
What? Excuse me? Like, not you talking about, oh, if you did have an STD, that I should be okay because I plan on being with you forever, so I should just get... This is why I can't date. Now, surprisingly, he didn't have an STD. But my whole thing, why do you even have that mindset? Now I'm even saying, you need to stop. Don't lay down with nobody. Because if, God forbid, you catch something, everybody on earth is going to catch it after that. Because that's how you think, like, oh, it don't even matter. Like, it's not even...
Not everybody on earth. Everybody ain't messing with no bummy dude, but you chicks out here. All the good guys, they going off to all the other different type of women that can accept them. Y'all are left with the dirt bag. So only dirt bag women are going to be catching it, which is why you only see dirt bags at the clinic.
That deep, bro. We could just share it. Like, this is not a box of cookies, bro. This is a health issue. What's wrong with you?
Let's be honest, when most of these ladies like a guy, they don't care what they catch. They would still continue to be with him if he's clapping the cheeks proper. But stay in there because this video only gets worse with the next lady.
The other day I was on my knees and I literally just heard STD. It was so weird. Like,
what was you doing on your knees that made the word STD so bad?
I literally just heard STD. And I'm like, God, you talking about me being having STD for real? And he was like, STD. He just kept saying STD. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, you know, okay, guys.
So she's praying on her knees and God is talking about a STD. He's subconsciously telling her, sweetheart, you've been for the streets and now you trying to pray so you can feel like a good girl again. And he's letting her know, nah, you're going to have to pay for this.
You don't have to really get into detail with me because now I'm having fear. He said, aha, you do got STD. I said, how I got STD? And so he said, you got a spiritual transmitted disease. Fear is an STD. Fear is a disease. Fear is a disease. Anxiety is a disease. Lust is a disease. Masturbation is a disease. Lack is a disease. Laziness is a disease. All of these things are diseases. And I'm like, okay, God, but you only could get an STD if you let somebody enter you. He said, yes. You getting me now, Jasmine? You've allowed a lot of people into your life. You've allowed a lot of people that were contaminated and gave you the contamination of what they had. So now you're trying to wonder why I felt that. Now you're trying to wonder why you can't pray as much. You can't even get on a fast for 24 hours. You're trying to wonder why you can't even get in your word. Who have you been surrounding yourself with, or what have you been connected to that is allowing you to keep you away from me?
She done flipped this into something deep. And you know what? I like how she flipped it. And I liked how she flipped it because she sounds like she's starting to wake up. And a lot of people are going to go through this phase, especially the closer you get to 30. You'll start understanding everybody around you, the people you date, the people you sleep with, the people you hang with, affects your happiness and who you are. Let's keep going and see where this ends up at.
Woo, that's deep. What have you been connected to, or been allowing in your circle, or been allowing in your spirit that is keeping you away from God, that is giving you a spiritual transmitted disease where you cannot move forward, where you feel stuck, you can't get to where you're trying to get to because there's so much in you, so much nastiness, so much sickness in your spirit that you can't even move forward. See, he said,
and this comes with, and this is why the more men that you ladies sleep with, the harder it is for you to get a husband. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of guys out there that do sleep with a lot of women too, but you have to understand, A man has to work for women to like him. There's only 1 out of every 100 guys that's going to naturally attract women. So when you say, oh, men sleep around too, you have to understand it's not that easy for men as it is for you. So it's a bigger deal for you.
We sick in the spirit. That's the problem. We so sick in the spirit, and that's why we can't maneuver or move how we need to. But it's time for your deliverance. It is time to be set free. I remember a pastor once said that it's time to go to the hospital and get your medicine. The hospital is the church. The hospital is being in your word. The hospital is now keeping yourself away from the contamination. It is now pleading to God and praying to God and telling, okay, God, I don't want to deal with this anymore. It is now acknowledging that I am sick in the spirit. It is now saying, God, I am sick in the spirit. God, I do got this disease, and I want this disease to leave. I want the disease of fear to leave. I want the disease of lack to leave. I want the disease of procrastination to leave. I want the disease of pornography to leave. I want the disease of fear to leave. I want these diseases to leave.
That's what you call wakening up, when you realize you're for the streets and all the demons in the streets, and then you just want it to go. But you got to work hard at it. You got to isolate yourself. Because one thing that happens is most women don't start thinking like this till they hit the wall. Now, coming up next, we got a whole nother woman who gets animated. Stick in there. Let's see what happens now.
Girl, so let me tell you something. I went to the doctor because something was wrong with my tootie down there. Something was wrong with her. She was sick. I said, oh, Lord, what is she burning when I pee? I said, what is going on? I know my man ain't gave me nothing, right? But then I realized I was on a fast, on a water fast, and I was dehydrated. I Googled. Because you know when you Google something, you're damn near gonna die. That's what it say anyway. So I got scared. I saw I need to go to the doctor. But when I had got to the doctor, I had already known, baby, it's like a UTI or a yeast infection. Now, it can't be nothing else but a UTI and a yeast infection. I don't got nothing of the other things, right? So I go to talk to the man, the damn doctor, right? I walks in there. He come and tell me what's going on. Tell me. I said, all right. Then I told him what I just told y'all. I haven't told him about my fast. Then he gonna tell me something. Well, you know, these things get sensitive and, you know, the STDs. I said, whoa, ha, 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 ha. Now, sir, I don't know who you been dealing with, who you been dealing around, okay? But what I just told you, I ain't got no STDs, all right? Now, I ain't got no problem with who do, but damn it, I don't. You understand? I'm looking at him like, sir, this ain't that. And I said that. You be your own advocate. Don't have nobody in there playing in your face. I know what I've been doing with my coochie, and I know what my man frolics around with. Right? He comes back. Oh, sorry, ma'am. It's just a little UTI. And I said, I know. Prescribe me my medication. You know what I'm saying? People just be in the business, be real wrong. You know? Don't come over here with all of that. I know what I be doing. And I know what my man be doing. Now, some of y'all can't say that. Now, I get that. I understand that. But when you was around your man 24/7...
Talk about a quick stare, but she knows she was probably on the low, knowing like her husband probably messed around a little bit. Get in the comments and let me know what you think. The saddest part about this video, these women are not embarrassed. They're defiant. At this point, y'all gotta stop clapping cheeks and start taking accountability. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Definitely share the video. This is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. See you on the next video.